From the Zain Scholars Arena, it's time for the Inter-University Battle of Brains. This is the 2009 Zain Africa Challenge. And now, here's the man with the questions, Mwalimu John Sibiot Kumu.
Hello and welcome to the Zain Africa Challenge 2009, Africa's international inter-university question and answer championship. This year, 32 teams earned the right to participate through their national qualifying tournaments. They've been answering questions on current affairs, science, sports, literature, history, geography, pop culture, and indeed more besides. This season, we welcome teams from West Africa. So our players have come from Ghana, Kenya, Malawi, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zambia, making 8 in all. They've been competing in a 31-game knockout tournament. That is, win and stay, lose and leave, but never empty-handed. Time now for the final introductions in this final championship game. Entering from my right is the Zain Scholars team from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria.
Tolu Oloruntoba, 6th year medicine and surgery, Odiri.
Olatunji Olalere, 4th year medicine and surgery, Shaki.
Nemeka Nwachuku, 4th year physiology, Awamuku.
And from my left, it's the Zain Scholars team from Kenyatta University, Kenya.
Malcolm Gogi, 2nd year, Law, Nairobi.
Albert Gikeha, 3rd year, Telecom and IT, Nairobi.
David Kimaro, 2nd year, French and Literature, Taveta.
A very warm welcome to both our teams. This year, you and your universities will share over $1 million in individual, institutional, and travel grants. The outright winners of this championship match will take away the prestigious Zain Scholars Trophy, plus $5,000 each, plus $50,000 for their university, all courtesy of Zain. And if you're watching at home, we still won't leave you out of the action, because you too can play and win the last Zain game of the season. A final review of the rules. There'll be 3 rounds of face-off and bonus questions, followed by the final 60-second speed round that will truly be the ultimate challenge. Each of you will take up the center position to answer face-off questions on your own without conferring. If you answer a face-off correctly for 10 points, your whole team can help you to answer the bonus question for 20 points. First, in center position for Kenyatta University is Malcolm.
Yes.
How does it feel not to be on your own with no direction home, but with 2 teammates playing in the finals of the Zain Africa Challenge 2009?
Well, for one thing, I'd like to take this into context that I have met over 100 plus of the best brains that this continent has to offer. Not many people can say they've done that in their lifetime, but I'm just privileged to have actually gotten this far and to have met all these wonderful people.
Brilliant. Olatunji, from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels great actually, and I'm very, very happy to be here and with my mates and the alternate. I thank God for everything, and I'm sure if I want to write a memoir of my years, I would tag this year the year of Zain.
Tunji, you won the toss to choose the first category. Gentlemen, let's take the final Zain Africa Challenge, round 1. Have a look at our first 4 categories, and they are African mining, African non-fiction. It's hot. The first.
It's hot.
It is. The amount of heat added to a material is proportional to the change in which value symbolized T. KU
Temperature.
is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. The energy to heat a unit weight of a substance by 1 degree is called its what heat capacity?
Specific.
That is correct. 2, air, steel, water. Which has the highest such capacity?
Steel.
No, the correct answer is water. Malcolm, choice of category, please.
The first.
The first it is. In 1848, US-born Joseph Roberts became the first president of which newly independent African nation? Ibadan.
Liberia.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. Which Asian nation had as its first prime minister 1, Jawaharlal Nehru?
India.
Yes. And 2, David Ben-Gurion.
Israel.
That is correct, bringing your total to 30 against KU's 20. Tunji, choice of category, please.
The first.
The first it is. Which author's collected plays were originally published in the first folio? Ibadan.
Shakespeare.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points. The first years of Shakespeare's life were spent in which English town upon the Avon River?
Stratford-upon-Avon.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 60. Tunji, choice of category, please.
The first.
The first it is. Abraham, Isaac, Joseph, of these biblical patriarchs, who was born first? Ibadan.
Abraham.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, David, Saul, Solomon, of these first 3 kings of Israel, who was born first?
Saul.
That is correct, bringing your total to 90. Tunji, choice of category, please.
The first.
The first it is. In 1969, the first moon landing was announced to the world with the words, "The what has landed?" Ibadan?
Apollo.
No, I'm turning it over to
The
KU.
Eagle.
The Eagle is correct. For 20 bonus points, Gagarin Leonov Chernenko, in 1961, which Russian cosmonaut became the first person to orbit the Earth?
Gagarin.
That is correct for 20 points, bringing your total to 50. Malcolm, choice of category, please.
It's hot.
It's hot, it is. If you hold a metal spoon over a flame, you'll burn your fingers. This is an example of which type of heat transfer? Ibadan.
Conduction.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. What type of heat transfer occurs when 1, water transfers heat to cook food?
Convection.
That is correct. 2, the sun's energy travels toward Earth.
Radiation.
That is correct for 20 points, bringing your total Ibadan to 120. Tunji, choice of category, please.
It's hot.
It's hot, it is. Speed, power, energy. Heat is a form of which of these quantities? Ibadan.
Energy.
Energy it is. For 20 bonus points, joules, farads, grams, newtons. Which of these is the metric unit of heat?
Joules.
Is correct for 20 points. End of round 1. The score stands at 50 points for Kenyatta University, Kenya, against 150 for the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. And now, a word from our sponsors, Zain.
Zain is a partner of the Millennium Village Project, which is a program implementing the Millennium Development Goals at a local level. The first MDG, eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. The second MDG, achieve universal primary education. The third MDG, promote gender equality and empower women. The fourth MDG, reduce child mortality. The fifth MDG, improve maternal health. The sixth MDG, combat HIV/AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. The seventh MDG, ensure environmental sustainability. The eighth MDG, develop a global partnership for development. Zain is using mobile communication to improve quality of life for people in the remotest parts of the world. Zain, building our nation for a wonderful world.
That was a wonderful word from our sponsors, Zain. Onwards, onwards, round 2. The score stands at 50 for Kenyatta University, Kenya, against 150 for the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. We have 2 new face-off players in centre position. Tolu, How does it feel?
Well, it feels humbling and enlightening to realize that it is one Africa after all. We come from different countries. We're split along several ethnic lines. But at the end of the day, Africa is Africa.
Right. Albert, for Kenyatta University, how does it feel?
I can't describe how I feel. I can't find the words.
So we'll have to go on with the game when you have a look at our 4 new categories, and they are African music, around Africa, current affairs, fresh water.
Fresh water.
It is. Acidic, basic, neutral, which describes rainwater's normal pH of 5.6. KU
Acidic.
is correct. For 20 bonus points, 5 points apiece, and a 5-point bonus for all 3. Which 3 nations in the Horn of Africa are listed by the UN as being among the world's 6 most water deficient?
Somalia.
No.
Djibouti.
Yes.
Eritrea.
Yes. For 10 points, bringing your total to 70. Albert, choice of category, please.
Fresh water.
Fresh water it is. 50%, 66%, 90%. Which percentage of an iceberg is below water? University of Ibadan.
90%.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, an iceberg forms when it breaks away from a sheet of ice, a process known by which name, also used for when a cow gives birth?
Calvin.
That is correct for 20 points, giving you a total of 180. Tolu, choice of category, please.
African music.
African music it is. African recording stars Mensah and Sunny Ade share which royal nickname? KU?
King.
That is correct. And that flash of lightning means that you, Albert, get to play the Zain Super Bonus of the day for 30 points rather than the usual 20. It's in a special category, as you know, which today is UN agencies. Please take a look at your screen. Match each of these flags with the UN agency it represents. 1, UNICEF.
A.
That is correct. 2, the World Health Organization.
C.
That is correct. 3, the International Atomic Energy Agency.
D.
That is correct for 30 points, bringing your total to 110. Albert, choice of category, please.
Fresh water.
Fresh water it is. Solid, solute, solvent. Which word completes a common chemical description of water as the universal what? KU
Solvent.
is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. Salt, sugar, oils. 1, which breaks into ions in water?
Salt.
That is correct. 2, which requires an emulsifier, like soap, in order to mix with water?
Oil.
That is correct for 20 points, bringing your total to 140. Albert, choice of category, please.
Around Africa.
Around Africa it is. Which colour names the tree planting project across the Sahel to halt the expansion of the Sahara? The what wall project? Ibadan.
Green.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, the 2008 film Pray the Devil Back to Hell tells of Muslim and Christian women uniting for peace in 2003 in which West African nation?
Ghana.
No, the correct answer is Liberia. End of round 2. The score stands at 140 for Kenyatta University against 190 for the University of Ibadan. We'll be back to take more of the Zain Africa Challenge. Stay with us after this break. Tonight we're going to answer the question, what are the Millennium Development Villages? To help meet the UN's MDGs, a global consortium is developing and implementing these villages in rural areas in Africa. Project personnel work with villages to create and facilitate sustainable community-led action plans tailored to meet the village's specific needs. Solutions like providing fertilizers and high-yield seeds, medicines, drinking wells, and materials to build classrooms and clinics combat extreme poverty. Improved science and technology such as agroforestry, antiretroviral drugs, mobile phones, and the internet helps to enrich the progress. To date, this project has reached nearly 400,000 people in 79 villages throughout Africa. For more information, go to www.millenniumvillages.org and email me with topics you'd like to know more about at mwalimu@zainafricachallenge.com. Welcome back. This is the moment to acknowledge our educational partners, the ministries of education in the competing countries, and indeed, all the participating universities themselves. Thank you very much for your support. Onwards, round 3. The score stands at 140 for Kenyatta University, Kenya, against 190 for the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. We have 2 new players in center position. Nemeka, how does it feel?
Well, it's a really beautiful feeling. I mean, one of the things that I noticed about this competition was that there's so much potential in Africa, especially among the youth, since we're all young here. It's really beautiful to see that, and I do know that I'm going to come back to the Zain Africa Challenge. I'm not going to reveal in what capacity, but I will come back.
Right. David, how does it feel?
In one word, happy. Because this has been a long journey from the qualifiers, the national qualifiers, and it has been a stiff competition so far, and I'm thanking God for this far we have come.
David, have a look at our 4 new categories, and they are African literature, definitions, sport around the world, Venus and Mars.
African literature.
It is. Wole Soyinka dismissed which black literary movement by saying a tiger does not need to proclaim his tigritude? KU?
Negritude.
Is correct. For 20 bonus points, which Kenyan wrote his latest novel, Wizard of the Crow, in his native Kikuyu language?
Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
That is correct for 20 points, bringing your total to 170 against Ibadan's 190. David, choice of category, please.
African literature.
African literature it is. Which Nigerian author of Morning Yet on Creation Day says his career is a reaction against Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness? University of Ibadan?
Benokri.
No, I'm turning it over to KU.
Chinua Achebe.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece, which well-known Achebe novel features 1. The editor Isem Osodi and Commissioner Chris Oriko?
Man of the People.
No, Ant Hills of the Savannah. And 2. The priest Ezeulu and missionary John Goodcountry?
Things Fall Apart.
No, Arrow of God. David, choice of category, please.
African literature.
African literature it is. Namibian Neshane Andreas writes in English, but credits children's stories in which Dutch-derived tongue as her inspiration? University of Ibadan?
Africans.
Is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. 1. Thomas Mofolo's Shaka is about a warrior king of which empire?
Zulu.
That is correct. 2. Mofolo was born in 1876 in Basutoland, now in which African nation?
South Africa.
No, the correct answer is Lesotho. Nemeka, choice of category, please.
Venus and Mars.
It is. The surface of Mars is which primary color because of iron oxide? KU?
Red.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, the atmospheres of both Mars and Venus are mostly made of which 3-atom gas that also makes drinks fizzy?
Carbon dioxide.
That is correct. For 20 points, your 210 points equal. David, choice of category, please.
Venus and Mars.
It is. Norse, Roman, African, Venus and Mars are 2 gods in which type of mythology? University of Ibadan?
Roman.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece, which planet in our solar system is not named after a Roman god or goddess?
Earth.
That is correct. 2. Harvest, music, war. Mars is god of which?
War.
War is correct for 20 points, bringing you a total of 240. Nemeka, choice of category, please.
Venus and Mars.
It is 10, 60, 200, 460. Which is closest to the temperature in Celsius on the surface of Venus? University of Ibadan?
460.
That is correct. For 20 bonus points, 10 points apiece. 225, 360, 687. How many days are in a year on 1, Venus?
225.
That is correct. 2, Mars.
687.
That is correct for 20 points. End of round 3. The score stands at 210 for Kenyatta University against 270 for the University of Ibadan. We'll be back to play the ultimate challenge when either team has its last chance to win. But first, here's your last chance to play and win the Zain game.
This SMS game is open to Zain customers only. The first 3 correct players win a Zain goodie bag with 2 polo shirts, hat, mug, and 1,000 Kenya shillings in Zain airtime. The question for today is, which is Kenya's oldest inhabited town, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Again, which is Kenya's oldest inhabited town, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site? Is it A, Mombasa, B, Nairobi, or C, Lamu? SMS your answer to 888. Choose A for Mombasa, B, Nairobi, or C, Lamu. SMS your answer to 888. Winners will be called and advised on how to collect their prizes.
Happy playing, everybody. And now for the ultimate challenge. One last chance for each of the teams to win. You've got 60 seconds to answer 10 questions as a team in the category of your choice. As always, speed is of the essence. You can answer or pass on any question. Every correct answer is worth 50 points. If you answer all 10 correctly, each of you will win an extra $500 in cash. The score stands at 210 for Kenyatta University against 270 for the University of Ibadan. But it's still anyone's game because the ultimate challenge is indeed worth 500 points. Kenyatta University, you're behind, so you play first. Remember, the ultimate challenge is the ultimate choice. Onwards, onwards, backwards, never. Have a look at our 4 final categories, and they are Einstein's Universe, Drogba Scores, Man O Mandela, African National Parks.
Man O Mandela.
It is. Take a deep breath, gentlemen. Identify these people, places, and things from the life of Nelson Mandela. And seconds away, the colourful nickname he earned for evading police.
The Black Pimpernel.
Yes. His 1994 autobiography.
Freedom.
Yes. The affectionate...
Madiba.
Yes. He was transferred to Robben Island from this prison.
Pass. Pass.
The 1960... Yes. Trial from which he made a land...
Livonia.
Yes. His law partner...
Walter Sisulu.
No.
Oliver Tambo.
His statue stands with Israeli and Lincoln.
London.
Yes. 1955 Charter, We the People of South Africa.
ANC.
No. The year he was...
93.
Yes. He was transferred from Robben Island.
Cape Town.
No. His law partner...
Oliver Tambo.
Yes. 1955 Charter, We the People of South Africa.
The People's Charter.
No. He was transferred from Robben Island to this prison.
Johannesburg.
No. 1955 Charter, We the People of South Africa.
Declaration Charter.
No. He was transferred from Robben Island to this prison.
Durban.
No. 1955
Umkhonto
Charter.
Sizwe.
No.
Great Charter of the African
He was
people.
transferred
New
from
Charter.
No. Time's up. You answered 8 questions correctly, Kenyatta University, for a total of 400 points in the ultimate challenge and a grand total of 610. Let's have a look at the ones that you got wrong. The Island Prison, Polsmoor, We the People, the Freedom Charter. The University of Ibadan, Nigeria. At this stage of the game, you have 270 points. You're 340 points behind, and you need 7 correct answers to emerge as ultimate winners. Which of the 3 remaining categories might you choose?
Einstein's Universe.
Einstein's Universe it is. Take a deep breath, gentlemen. Identify these people, places, and things from the life of Albert Einstein, and seconds away, Field in which...
Physics.
Yes. The E...
Energy.
Yes. His Nobel Prize...
Photoelectric.
Yes.
Photoelectric.
His special...
Relativity.
Yes. Country where he worked as a
Switzerland.
president... Yes. German political party...
Nazi.
Yes. Its speed is constant for any
Light.
observer...
Light.
Yes. God does not
Dice.
play with... Yes. The science of understanding the universe as a whole...
Pass.
He disproved this theoretical light carrying...
Photon.
No. The science of understanding the universe as a whole...
Relativity.
No. He disproved this theoretical light carrying substance...
Waves.
No.
Unified
The
theory.
science of... No. He disproved this theoretical light-carrying substance.
Quantums.
No. The science of understanding the universe as a whole.
Cosmology.
Yes. He disproved this theoretical light-carrying substance.
Quantum.
He disproved this theoretical light-carrying
Photon.
substance. You've got 8 seconds. He disproved it. He disproved it. 3 seconds.
Waves.
No.
Chat.
Time's up. You answered 9 questions correctly in the ultimate challenge for a total of 450 points, and with a grand total of 720, the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, is the winner of this year's Zain Africa Challenge. Let's have a look at the one that got away. Disproved this substance, ether.
Okay.
First, let's turn to our runners-up. Kenyatta University, your school wins $35,000 as an institutional grant for your university, and each of you wins $3,500 in cash and prizes. I wish to commend all of our teams for their outstanding achievements in this year's Zain Africa Challenge. To our winners, the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, Ekushe, well done, well won. As outright winners, each of you wins $5,000 plus $50,000 in institutional grants for your university. And now, here to present the prestigious Zain Scholars Trophy is the Chief Commercial Officer of Zain Group, Mr. Tito Alai.
Thank you, John. On behalf of Zain, I would like to congratulate the scholars team from the University of Ibadan. I would also like to congratulate all the 32 university teams that represented their countries with such pride. To come out on top of such an excellent pyramid of sheer brainpower is a tremendous achievement. Zain is committed to supporting and celebrating education. And your accomplishments today demonstrate why we have such great faith in our future. And now back to the man with all the questions, John.
Thank you, Tito. Do join us next season when we'll be back with the international inter-university battle of brains that is the Zain Africa Challenge. Until then, from all of us here, it's bye-bye till next year.